Howdy. This is your last week of new assignments. So I want to go over the schedule with you as we approach the end of the year. Um, you guys are going to get an assignment today, which is the 18th, and then you'll get an assignment on Wednesday, which is the 20th. These will be your last two new assignments for the rest of the time. Okay. All of your makeup, missing, all of your work, every single last piece of poetry of Percy Jackson that you want to turn in has to be turned in by May 27th. Okay? That is next Wednesday. I will continue to remind you about May 27th. That is it. That is the last day. That is it. None donezo. All right. So for your last poem, you will be writing a haiku. And I saved haikus for last because they're the easiest. So haikus are a form of Japanese poetry that focus on a syllabic structure. So you remember when you were probably in kindergarten or first grade and you used to clap about syllables, like Mrs. Riggs. That's 3 syllables. Okay. I also still use my fingers to count syllables because sometimes it's hard. So haikus really focus on the rhythm or the sound structure of syllables in their construction. They're usually about nature, traditionally, but you can write a haiku about anything. Haikus are only 3 lines, always, and they go in syllables of 5, 7, 5. And because they're written in this way, they don't really include sentences or even figurative language. It's more of a set or collection of words or ideas that fit into this structure. You are going to write a haiku about your 8th grade experience. So, while I am aware that distance learning has been a huge part of your experience, you may not use the words coronavirus, quarantine, distance learning, corona quarantine, none of that. All right. I want you to focus on your experiences inside the classroom, the school building when you were there. Okay, maybe you want to talk to me about your teachers, moving to the upper school, having a locker, being in a high school environment when you're just in 8th grade. Maybe you want to talk about what you were really successful at, maybe what you struggled with, how you could make improvements to different things. You can really write about anything related to 8th grade as long as it doesn't include, these terms up here. So the way that you're going to do this is you're going to brainstorm a list of words or phrases that you could put into your haiku. So here is a chart for you, right? Words or phrase, and then however many syllables it has. And so then you'll just pull or pluck words or phrases from this chart, and you'll write 3 lines of poetry. That's it. 5, 7, 5, y'all. 5, 7, 5. Okay. You'll type your lines right here. I will count your syllables. If you did it, you get 20 points. If you messed it up, then you'll get less. But I imagine that you all can count to 7. Here is my poem. It's called Year 7. New. New kids, new school, new books, new teachers, new friends. York Academy. So, surprisingly, Academy has 4 syllables. I counted twice and I even Googled it just to make sure because it felt like a lot. So, it's only 3 lines. It is your last poem that you will have to write. And then on Wednesday, you'll have a different assignment. All right. So if you need me, if you need help counting or creating syllables, I will be available to you with Miss Miller at 1 p.m. See you there. I look forward to reading your haikus about 8th grade.